Mrs. Giuffre has alleged she was sex trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein, who she met after being scouted by Ghislaine Maxwell. Earlier this year, Virginia Giuffre settled a civil claim against Prince Andrew, who she claimed sexually assaulted her on 3 occasions when she was 17 years old. The royal has denied the allegation but wrote in a letter he regretted his association with Epstein. Mrs. Giuffre has alleged she was trafficked to high-profile men by Epstein, including the former lawyer to Epstein, Mr. Dershowitz. She sued the lawyer in 2019 for defamation for calling her a liar over the accusation, and Mr. Dershowitz countersued Mrs. Giuffre. In a stipulation dismissing the Manhattan federal court suit, attorneys for both Mrs. Giuffre and Mr. Dershowitz said no financial payments are to be made to either side. Both parties have also agreed to not sue again and waived their right to an appeal. Mrs. Giuffre said in a prepared statement, "I have long believed that I was trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein to Alan Dershowitz. However, I was very young at the time, it was a very stressful and traumatic environment, and Mr. Dershowitz has from the beginning consistently denied these allegations. I now recognize I may have made a mistake in identifying Mr. Dershowitz. This litigation has been very stressful and burdensome for me and my family, and we believe it is time to bring it to an end and move on with our lives." David Boyes, the lawyer for Mrs. Giuffre, has said the conclusion to the case means all parties can now move on. He said, "I know that Alan Dershowitz has suffered greatly from the allegation of sexual abuse made against him, an allegation that he has consistently, and vehemently, denied. I also know that this litigation has imposed, and continues to impose, a significant burden on Mrs. Giuffre." In his statement, Mr. Dershowitz said he was gratified that the lawsuit had ended. He said, "As I have said from the beginning, I never had sex with Ms. Giuffre. I have nevertheless come to believe that at the time she accused me she believed what she said. Mrs. Giuffre is to be commended for her courage in now stating publicly that she may have been mistaken about me. She has suffered much at the hands of Jeffrey Epstein, and I commend her work combating the evil of sex trafficking."